Alright, a little bit about Mrs. Treimer. If you hear the name Miss Woodnell, it's because I am the same person. I was married 2 years ago, so some students who were with me since 6th grade will still know me as Miss Woodnell, but I am Mrs. Treimer. I graduated from DePaul University in Chicago, and right around that time, 4 years ago, I moved here to Jacksonville and started teaching at Seacoast almost immediately. So this will be my 4th year teaching middle school English. I absolutely love this school. I also am the newsletter writer, so if you have any information that you ever like to add to the newsletter or you have any questions, you would contact me. And this year I will also be on the yearbook staff. Go Soccer Club. Alright, so how will class run this year? The English Language Arts curriculum for middle school is extremely robust. We are going to be tackling all of the foundational things that students need to build a strong understanding of how to write complete sentences, how to summarize, how to read and comprehend, and as well as expanding our vocabularies and making sure that we're spelling words properly. So we will be tackling reading, writing, grammar, vocabulary, and spelling. This year we have a new curriculum. It's called Amplify ELA. It is extremely robust, and it is also a virtual curriculum, so I'm so excited to use this. It's a wonderful curriculum. It's going to work beautifully for our students that are in class, as well as our students that are hybrid. We will also be reading a novel or two for the school year. More information to come on that as that date nears. We will also be doing vocabulary and spelling. Our Wordly Wise book for vocabulary is an actual workbook. Please note that each student will have their own Chromebook, so along with that kind of comes the responsibility of making sure that we take good care of it, that we bring it home to do our homework, and that we bring it back to school every single day, and that we bring it to each class. So just something to keep in mind. It's kind of like a textbook, it's just a little more expensive, and we don't want to drop it. Alright, our schedule this year for middle school is Monday, Wednesday, Friday in class, and then Tuesday, Thursday virtual for some students. Other students will be here 5 days out of the week. However, the expectation is the same. Whether you're a hybrid student or you're in class every day, the expectation is the same. We'll talk about that in a second. So let's talk about absences and timeliness. Being on time to class is the only way you're going to be counted as present for the day. Being on time to class means that if you're here, that you're in your seat before the bell rings. And if you're virtual, that means that you're logged in to our class meeting and that your screen is on before class starts. So if class starts at 8 a.m., you need to be logged in and I need to see your face, volume off. Or if you're in class, you need to be here and in your seat, ready to go, your pencils, your books out to be marked present. Alright, students are responsible for missed work. The cool thing about us being virtual this year is that some of the lessons will be recorded. So the off days where I am giving instruction, those lessons will be recorded. So if you miss school, whether you have a doctor's appointment or you're sick, whatever it is, you're going to be responsible for making up that work because it will be recorded. And so that means when you come back to class the next day, whether that's in person or virtual, when you come back to class, you will need to have turned in any work that was due. And this is very important as well. Students must be present on virtual days. I do want to be clear that our policy is that if you are virtual on Tuesday and Thursday, that means that you still need to be present, meaning your camera is on at the time class starts all the way through the end of class and that you are present and participating. Technology. I did mention that we have Chromebooks, which is awesome. That's really going to kind of give us a leg up in terms of making sure that every student has exactly what they need. And then let's talk about cell phones. Our policy for cell phones is the same. So even though we are technology forward this year, for middle school, when you step onto campus, your cell phone needs to be in your backpack. And then as you enter the classroom, your cell phone needs to be in your locker. You can pick up your cell phone at the end of the day, 3 p.m., when school ends. Safety first. My class is going to have a ton of class procedures, as I'm sure many of the other classes will. Class procedures include how to enter my classroom, how to exit my classroom, when and how to clean, as well as a couple of other things related to using the bathroom and getting up. That's something that we will talk about on the first day of school. And of course, we have class rules, and that will be on the syllabus handed out on the first day of school. All right, grading policy. Our breakdown this school year is going to be into 4 parts. We have homework and classwork. They're going to be in one category, meaning that many times when we have classwork during the day, if it's not finished, it becomes homework. This is going to be, if you're looking at a pie, this is going to be about 1/3 of your grade because there is going to be so much of it. Tests and quizzes. These are also going to be in one category. We'll have quite a few quizzes because of spelling and vocabulary, and tests are going to be about twice a quarter. Projects and essays. Each quarter we should have 1 to 2 major or mini projects or essays. This is going to be 25% of your grade, and like I said, it's only going to be 1 or 2, so a bit of weight is going to be placed on them. Rest assured, we will have at least 3 weeks to work on these projects. Tons of extra help. I have an English lab, so many times if a student needs extra help with writing an area of their essay or an aspect of their project, I have that extra time for them to come in and get the help that they need. And finally, we have participation. Participation is especially important in the virtual world, but it is comprised of our behavior, meaning just how we interact with one another in class, if we're following the rules. It's comprised of being prepared. So, do you have everything you need when you come to class? Are you here on time? And then the last aspect of participation is actually participating. In middle school English, we're discussing a lot of concepts, what's going on in society, history, and so sometimes in those realms we really need you guys to really tell us what you think and what your opinion is and make the discussion rich. Late work. This year I will be accepting late work up to 1 day late. So if you're in my 3rd period class and you don't have your work that day, it is due the next day, not at the end of the day, but by that class period, and you will be getting half credit on that, so up to 50% off. After that next day, it's a 0. Alright, let's talk about the supply list. You guys are going to need pencils. I am a pencil teacher. We make a lot of mistakes in English class, so it's important that we have pencils so we can erase, highlighters for annotating, small sticky notes for annotating or just for making little bookmarks, a zippered binder pouch. It's really important that you have this inside of your English binder so you know without a shadow of a doubt that you have pencils and the things you need for English class. 5 binder tabs. So we will be organizing our binders by sections, and this will help us do that. A 1.5 to 2 inch binder with plastic covers on the front. Parents, please, many teachers are asking for Clorox wipes. We all need them. So the more you can bring in, the better. If you can find a Clorox wipe tree, that would be wonderful. Pump hand sanitizer and a flash drive. This is not needed. We're blessed to have Google G Suite, meaning we have Google Drive and Google Docs and Gmail and all of that, but it's always a good thing to have, and if you do get a flash drive, get one that has a little hook on the top so it can hook onto your keychain. And that is it. If you need to reach out to me, I'm at ftreimer@scajax.org. I'm so looking forward to this school year with you guys.